Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
So Britney Spears, you know, is going to be getting married. We've already broken the story that she's getting a prenup. We have talked about the fact that they are in the very early stages of getting a new home, that they're going to be looking for a new home. There is a lot going on in Britney Spears' life, and all of it is on hold.
Pump the brakes. That is what Britney Spears is doing right now, and it's all because of what's going to happen, or what she hopes is going to happen next week when they have the hearing on the conservatorship. The big question is, will the conservatorship end next week, or will it be extended? And this is the big one. Will the judge call for a mental evaluation before deciding what to do with the conservatorship?
So we don't know what the judge is going to do. It sure seems like it's heading in the direction of ending it. But Britney, we're told, is not going to make any moves until this gets resolved. And in terms of it getting resolved, like Charles just said, it's unclear. They have had mental evaluations several times a year for the last 13 years. And they've maintained the conservatorship through the judge. So the judge has looked at it and said, it's going to stay in place. So now the question, Britney doesn't want a mental evaluation. Her lawyer, Matt Rosengart, doesn't want a mental evaluation.
Even her father
Jamie doesn't want a mental evaluation. He wants it ended now. The question, is the judge going to just acquiesce to all of that, or is the judge going to say, look, there have been these evaluations. If the judge says, I need to be responsible in that we need to clear Britney before releasing Britney, it's unclear whether the judge will do that or not. She could just end it next week, or she could say, I got to have a mental evaluation, and that could take months, and we don't know what the outcome of that's going to be. So things are very much in the air right now.
Yeah, I think things are still very much in the air, and I'm not sure if Britney staying quiet and putting everything on hold is going to lead to the result she wants, which is ending it without a mental evaluation. Because remember, the judge is going to look for clues. Can Britney behave rationally on her own? And might look to this, her behavior outside of court as evidence of that. And if she doesn't have that, I think she might be more inclined to order the mental evaluation to see whether Britney's capable of this. And if she's quiet, I think it might lead the judge to do what she doesn't want, which is a mental evaluation.
And Charles, I hadn't told you this. I have been reading a lot about the case early on because I wanted to refresh my memory. When the conservatorship was established, I mean, part of it was the obvious issues that she was having, which everybody knows about. But they also talked about the fact of undue influence in Britney's life, that she was very much influenced by people,
a lot of people,
some of whom were not looking out for her best interests.
Right.
And I've never heard, as I looked at it, I thought, well, that's not a reason to establish a conservatorship. People get taken advantage of every day. But it was that combined with some mental struggles that she was going through that created the conservatorship in the first place. And that influence could be something the judge looks at again. It just surprised me because I had forgotten about that.
What influence? Is there such an influence? And at least it doesn't appear that there is much of that at this point. I mean, Britney herself has said that she doesn't, as far as her inner circle, I mean,
it's very small.
It's very, very small. So
now, there's something else that happened. Matt Rosengart, her lawyer, has filed legal docs, and we just broke this about an hour ago, legal docs where he's basically saying, look, Jamie Spears may have had a change of heart and he wants to end the conservatorship, but he's suggesting Jamie is doing that out of self-interest because he doesn't want to have to sit for a deposition to talk about how money was spent, who got what, and also
those alleged recordings.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
In her bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Rosengart has not put down his litigation weapons yet. And he says, look, I served Jamie with discovery. I want to take his deposition. I want to ask about these allegations of listening devices in her rooms. And just because Jamie wants to back out quietly and end this conservatorship doesn't mean that I'm ready to not get answers to these questions. So Jamie Spears is still under the gun, really.
And I think that, by the way, is another thing that is up in the air where Britney is like, well, am I going to, is this going to be drawn out a legal battle with my father?
Well, she wanted that. Remember, she said, I want to sue my parents.
I want to sue my parents. So,
and it looks like that's going to happen. I mean, Matt Rosengart is just ready for bear here. It's very clear when you read the documents, long documents. And he is saying, I am going to grill him like a cheeseburger. And, that could prolong things where even if the conservatorship is over, the fallout from it could last a long, long time.
I'm Letitia from Dallas, home of the 6-1 Cowboys, by the way. But this
An odd
Britney
plug.
thing has gone on for far too long, like 13 years. This girl has her ovaries on hold, trying to get ready to have a baby. She can't concentrate on her life with all of this hanging over her head. Could the judge make some type of compromise to meet in the middle where she has to continue to maybe do an evaluation, but still have her life, still have her house, still have her husband, and that baby she's got on hold? Come on now, free Britney.
Well, see, the problem is you can't have that middle ground because if the judge is, you either release her from the conservatorship or you don't. But to say, we don't know, but we're going to give her her freedom, and then in 6 months say, we got to put her, we got to keep her in it. It doesn't work that way. It's all or nothing.
Right.